And hello guys, welcome to the prediction video. Finally guys, we are in the Champions League. In front of me are all the games that we're gonna do this fine day. But as you know guys, we are coming to an end of the Champions League. We are at fourth stage now, and by fourth stage I mean now we are here. Then we have quarterfinals, semifinals and finals. So by fourth stage I mean that. But before we start guys, you know the drill. Don't forget please to like, share and subscribe. So right away I'm gonna show you how we did, of course, my last Champions video. Fun enough, I was a little bit saved in a sense that I did not do a second leg of the Champions League. Why I mean I was lucky there. So if you see our last Champions League video, I completely crushed it guys. Plus, everything was plus. The only minus was Karabakh game, and fun enough, Newcastle kind of destroyed Karabakh, I think 6-1. But it was a very big value pick, so in that sense, I'm not kind of mad there. But I'm very happy for the Inter one because it was the only game I did not give you anything. It was like I sensed something gonna happen. But I must be honest guys, I never thought in the second leg, when they played in the Inter, I thought Inter gonna get through. Even after loss of 2 goals, I still thought Inter gonna go through. But the moment that I realized that something big gonna happen is when halftime was 0-0. Because I knew at that point Inter, you know, they have to go blazing and go all in and stuff like that. If Inter had 1-0 lead at halftime, I would still be 100% sure that they're gonna get through. But they were just, I don't know what happened in their minds. But anyways, yeah, that's what got me off guard. I would miss that in the second leg. If I give you the predictions there, I would miss Inter one definitely, and I would miss Dortmund as well. I could see Atalanta winning, but to go through 4-1, it was even a funny game, a late stupid penalty, and a lot of stuff happened there in order for Atalanta to progress. So, but yeah, I must say, guys, overall, I'm very happy that I did not do the second leg of the Champions League because I would have a lot of misses there, definitely, especially the Dortmund, Atalanta, and Inter one, because those would be actually even maybe be a bankers. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, what I'm gonna do now with all of these games, we have 8 of them. I'm gonna do apart from doing the classic stuff, giving you the best possible solution in my head and value for each game, and giving you the correct score of how I think the game gonna go. I'm also gonna give you guys which team I think gonna progress. So I'm gonna say, for example, I don't know, Galatasaray, Liverpool, or Galata, or whatever. So I'm gonna name one team that I think will go to quarterfinals, if that has any sense. So I'm gonna give you all of this, of course, together. So let's go with the first game, which is Galata and Liverpool. But again, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So first one, Galata Liverpool. So Galata really got me off guard with this win with Besiktas, but I must say they had a little bit of referee help there, because I'm not gonna go now in that game. Just I want to mention this, that in this game when Osimhen scored, Sané was an assistant, and here Sané should have got a red card. He did not, for some reason, I don't know why, and then just after, in 60 minutes, he got the red card. But still, Besiktas had more than 30 minutes to come back in this game. They did not, so it is what it is. But the thing is, why am I mentioning all of this? Galata had a lot of tough matches recently, and they are playing 3 days every single time. Maybe sometimes 4, for example here, but 4, here we have 5, then we have 4 games, 4 days again, 4 days, 3 days, 3 days, 4 days. So approximately 4 days, every 4 days they are playing the games. And the problem with that, now they are playing against Liverpool. I think it's a lot. It's a lot to a team. Yes, they're in amazing form and all of that. Yes, Liverpool is very kind of. We don't know where Liverpool is still. Fun enough, even though that they have 3 losses and 7 wins, and maybe for Galatasaray this is the best possible chance of them going facing Liverpool. But we have to keep in mind that they already played in the group stage and Galata won 1-0. So I think Liverpool will completely have a different approach to now facing Galatasaray. And for me, I'm all in on Liverpool side, in a sense that I think Liverpool gonna progress. I'm not sure where to go here. I'm thinking of a draw, and in a sense of best possible way to go here, I'm thinking of a draw. I think Galata will play completely different than they used to. I don't think this is gonna be an open game. I think we're gonna have a completely different approach, maybe even from both of the teams. I'm not sure if Liverpool gonna go all in as well. I think they're gonna also a little bit respect Galata in terms of what happened to them with 1-0 this game, and in terms of that they know how the big teams got, in the past got out. So I'm not sure. The goals market is a good idea here, even though that maybe people will obviously say both teams to score definitely here, for example. I'm not sure. So the highest value and how can I say, value ratio to what I think is the best option here is for me at least a draw at halftime. I think draw at halftime is a very high possibility, very high value. It's always around 2 point something, and I think especially now since we are at this stage that this is a good way to go in this game, especially since we are playing at Galatasaray first game. So because all of this, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna go with Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 1. I actually think I'll put it as a draw this game. So draw at half time, big value, pick my first game, and I'm gonna write down then this Liverpool to progress. So I expect Liverpool to progress in these 2 games that are gonna happen here. So that is my first quarterfinalist here happening. Then we have Atalanta Bayern. I don't think I have much to say here, but the problem is for me that I'm not sure with what approach to go here. So how I expect this game to evolve, I expect Bayern to disrespect Atalanta. And by that, I mean I think Bayern gonna play open football. I think they're gonna go all in right away. And I think they will try to crush Atalanta right away with 2-3 goals in first half. I'm not sure if Atalanta will manages to hold and will they manage to score as well. So by that, the best possible bet that I can give you in an away game, or I mean a home Atalanta game, for this match, I'm gonna go for 2 goals to happen in first half because I expect a full attack mode of Bayern, and I expect that they not gonna respect Atalanta. So that is my vision of this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bayern gonna play a little bit safer than usual. We will see. But that is what I expect, and I obviously expect Bayern Munich to progress. That is definitely. So I'm gonna go with Atalanta 1, Bayern 2 or 3 even. But my kinda way to go here is over 1.5 goals in first half for this game, and obviously I'm gonna go Bayern Munich to progress. So that is our second quarterfinalist in my books. Then we go for the next one, which is Atletico Madrid Tottenham. So this is a little bit tough. In a sense, yes, Tottenham is in a disaster way, but I think they are completely all in Champions League. But for me, Atletico is strong as hell, as I would like to say. Atletico Madrid is a team that is literally go hand to hand against Real Madrid and Barcelona this season, and we know how strong both of them they are. I mean, yes, Real Madrid is in some kind of crisis. Yes, even Barcelona from time to time this season is going to some kind of crisis as well. But we have to keep in mind that both of these two teams, Barca and Real Madrid, have enormous uh, type of expensive players in their teams. Enormous, literally enormous amount of money they are worth. And this Atletico Madrid is really making them sweat. And I think Atletico Madrid, I always said that, guys, when Atletico Madrid plays at home, it's completely different story than playing away game. And for me, Atletico Madrid is a beast when playing at home. So I am going here with my feeling and with my experience of Atletico Madrid, of what I saw by them. And for me, I'm gonna go with a simple, safe option: Atletico Madrid to win. I don't care what's gonna happen, if it's gonna be both teams to score. Even maybe Atletico Madrid to win and both teams to score can go, but I'm afraid of maybe Tottenham closing up, and by that we can also see an option of like draw at halftime and Atletico Madrid to win full time, to go with a like 0-0 halftime, 1-0 or 2-0 win for Atletico Madrid. I would not be surprised if that also goes in. So I don't want to go either of those approaches with goals. I just want to go with Atletico Madrid to win. It's 1.6, 1.55, something between that. And I am taking that, guys. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid 2, Tottenham 0. And my thing here is Atletico Madrid to win. Simple as it is. No complication, guys, whatsoever. Regular pick. Simple as it is. But also, what I want to say, guys, and what I want to give you here, what I'm gonna tell you here is Atletico Madrid to progress. I don't think Tottenham, even if they are focusing 100%, I still think Atletico Madrid is a stronger team than Tottenham. I'm not even sure in terms of money and value of the team how they are between each other, but whatever it is, I think Simeone is better coach than what Tottenham has. I think even player-wise, I think quality-wise, Atletico Madrid have better players, and I think they are just a bigger team in every sense. So that is for that game. Then we have Newcastle Barcelona, next one. And this can be interesting in a lot of ways. Of course, for Newcastle, it's pretty much a little similar story as Tottenham, but not so bad in sense of Tottenham is like one of the worst teams in table-wise in the Premier League. Newcastle is actually in the middle or in top 10 position. So, but they cannot fight for any spots for the Europe. So this is pretty much their only solution for this season. On the Barcelona side, we know that they were in the semifinals, got kicked from the Inter from last season, and for me, I think they are gonna be a beast this Champions League, and I don't give any chance to Newcastle, to be honest, guys. The best possible way, I was really struggling what to give you in this game in terms of the highest value or something like what I can give you. So the only way I can go in this kind of match for me is goals. I think Barca will respect Newcastle, but I also don't think they're gonna play defensive, obviously. So in that sense, I expect a goal at least from Barca, and Newcastle at home, I guess they're at least gonna score a goal. So with that said, at least 1-1 must be sorry, at least 1-1 is a must. That is what I see in this game. So I'm gonna give you both teams to score in this kind of match, and I'm gonna say Newcastle 2, Barcelona 2. I'm gonna go with 2-2, and I'm gonna say just both teams to score a regular pick in this kind of match. And for me, it's Barcelona to progress. So we have 4 teams for now for the Tuesday games that I have given you. Now we're gonna go for the next 4 games. and it's Bayer Leverkusen against Arsenal. So this is another game that I literally, guys, have no idea on how to give you this game. But what I do know that Leverkusen gonna respect so much Arsenal that I think it's gonna be so boring this match watching this game. Especially Leverkusen is not in that an amazing form. This is their form at home. It's a lot better than overall. So at home they are losing 2 games, as you see, but now this is a completely different stage of Champions League, and I think their approach gonna be a lot more safer, especially since they are playing against Arsenal, maybe against the toughest team at the moment, or we can say top 3 definitely Arsenal this season. And Arsenal on the other side, we know that they really respect their defense and they really like to close the goal and stuff like that. So I don't really expect a lot in the first half. So I'm gonna give you something similar that I already give you to Galatasaray Liverpool one, and I'm gonna go a draw at halftime here as well. I just think we're gonna have a boring football in the first half here, that they're gonna respect each other too much. I think Arsenal gonna hold the ball, Leverkusen gonna stay back. Maybe we're gonna have 2 or 3 shots on the target in the first half, and that is all what I think. And if there is no goal in those 2-3 shots, I think maybe we're gonna have 1 or 2 big chances in the first half, and that's it. And if they do not score in those chances, it's gonna be a 0-0. So that is how I see this game evolving in the first half. And for the second half, I have no idea. I guess Arsenal will probably maybe win 1-0, something like that. But still, I'm gonna go, as I said, guys, I'm gonna go Arsenal 1-0. But the way I'm gonna go here is draw at half time, big value pick. So because I give you, you can maybe even combine this, draw at halftime and Arsenal to win full time if you want maximum value. But anyways, obviously I think Arsenal to progress. I don't think Leverkusen have any chance in this game as well. So then we go next one, Bodo Glint. So Bodo against Sporting. So I think for Bodo, this is maybe the best team they could get. Maybe Tottenham was actually the best option to get, but they got Sporting. I think that is not too bad, having all of these other teams here as well. Maybe Galatasaray would be also kind of good for them. Sporting, I think, still is kind of too tough team. I think Sporting, even without Amorim as coach, I think they are still very strong. I did not expect Sporting to be this season like this, I must say, guys. The problem for Bodo now is the more they go, the teams that are facing them, they not gonna watch them like, you know, it's an easy team or whatever. They gonna approach the game completely 100%. So in that sense, it's not gonna be a lot of room for Bodo to surprise other teams, if you understand what I mean. I think Juventus and both Inter kind of disrespected Bodo in a sense of seeing them as not big threat, especially since both of these teams, Inter and Juve, are not so much, how can I say, balanced and stable at the back. Inter actually is, but Inter having a lot of games is in a kind of different position than Juventus. But what I want to say is that for Bodo to surprise now at next stage is going to be a lot of harder, because the team's going to watch them really serious. So what I mean by that, I'm going to go here with a draw, and I'm going to go with a low scoring 1-1. I think we're not going to see a lot of goals here. I think we're going to see also a kind of dead game, if I can say so. And I'm going to go 1-1 for this game, but I'm going to give you something that I'm not used to giving, and it's less than 2 goals in match. So I rarely do something like this, but I don't think we're gonna see more than 2 goals. So from 0 to 2, that is what I see. but that is what I am seeing in this match. I can see a 1-1, 0-0, 1-0 kind of match here, but I don't think we're gonna see a 2-1, and I really don't think we're gonna see more than 2 goals. So, anyways, that is for that, and for who's gonna progress. I think, sadly for Bodo fans, I'm actually very I'm proud, I must say, for Bodo, because I would never expect them to come for them to come here. Very much I'm proud for them, but sadly I have to go with my um, not just experience, but how I see the games and my rational thinking and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say Sporting to progress. But anyways, it's amazing what they did anyways. So kudos to them for all of these guys. Really, you did amazing here. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. We will see. But that is what it is. And then we go to two derbies. We have PSG, Chelsea, and Real Madrid, Manchester City one as two last ones. So guys, what I was really thinking what to give you, and I first thing that I want to show you is this game from the Club World Cup. This game hurts PSG by a mile, definitely 100%, guys. I can say you that. If you remember, if you don't remember, I'm gonna refresh your memory. So I don't think anyone apart from Chelsea fans expected Chelsea to do anything here, and they literally crushed PSG like a cake. And not only that, in the last moments, Neves got red card. They started even fighting on the pitch. PSG was so salty, and they literally were a team as they were like 4 or 5 years ago when they had Neymar and Mbappe. When they were losing, they were all salty and pissed at each other, making wanna fight and all this stuff. So that was a PSG in this game. Why am I saying this? So PSG definitely, it was only like 6-7 months ago. PSG definitely have this in their minds, and almost all of the players are still there. It's fresh in their memory. They are playing at home. For me, even though that PSG is not this stable and strong as they were previous year, they are still very strong. They are still a serious team. And Chelsea, I must say, guys, is also in some kind of how can I say, in some kind of unpredictable form. They are a team, even though that they have these very nice results. They lost to Arsenal 2 times. I mean, Arsenal, one of the best teams at the moment. But yes, a lot of these teams that they won are some bad teams. For example, um, they won against Hull and Wrexham, all cup games. We don't count that. They won against Wolves. We don't count that. But they had some Burnley draw and Leeds draw. So in these kind of games, you can see this Chelsea side not being there, because this team should win these kind of games. So with all of this said, with the mentality of PSG players playing at home, I think definitely what I like here is PSG to win. I think PSG will go, and I don't want to say obliterate Chelsea, because Chelsea is a very serious team still, and they are very much capable of answering back any big team, including PSG. But I think PSG will be too much for Chelsea. The problem from them is obviously these two big names, Ruiz and Neves. I'm not sure if I think at least Ruiz definitely or Neves definitely not gonna play. The other one maybe gonna be able to play some kind of minutes, like 30 minutes or something like that. And on the other side, we have also some kind of problems. But I think for Chelsea, apart from Estevao, I'm not sure any of these players are too much of any big deal for Chelsea. With all of this said, I'm gonna say PSG 3, Chelsea 1. I really think Chelsea gonna win by 2 goals, not just one, but two. And I'm gonna say PSG just to win is gonna be my kind of take here. And it's almost a big value pick. It's 1.95. The odds are rising actually. So and I'm gonna say I think that PSG to progress. I'm gonna go on them. I just think PSG gonna face them like they are facing Barcelona and like they are facing like they are facing Bayern Munich. I think they have something on Chelsea because of that loss, and I think they're gonna be full revenge mode. And I think they have better team, better coach, better players, and I think they already proved what they're capable of. Yes, Chelsea as well, but I think they're just more stable than Chelsea is. So I'm gonna go with that. And then of course, last one is the how can I say, a cherry on top of these games. Sadly, at this stage, we already see facing each other. But for me, something that is already clear here, I'm gonna say right away. I'm very sad for again for my Real Madrid, but again, I'm also very glad for what I'm gonna say, and that is definitely City is gonna progress here, definitely. I'm not even surprised that the bookies put 1.4 or even less, 1.35 for City to progress in a derby like this. That is what kind of disrespect Real Madrid is getting, and completely deserved. I'm so much hating my team. I so much cannot watch this Vinicius. Is I cannot express you guys how much I cannot watch him. Without Mbappe, for me, in this kind of team where there is too much ego, yes, Mbappe as well have ego, but at least Mbappe performs a lot. Uh, so they have a coach that is gonna be like that is here only for this year. Nothing works in Real Madrid. They are literally fighting every game like I don't know how even to express it, guys. They are so hardly winning games. It's just tough watching them. You never know what you're gonna get from them. I even saw some reels on Instagram of maybe how was what was the name now? The UX coach Allegri coming to Real Madrid, and if he comes to Real Madrid, guys, I'm stopping watching Real Madrid definitely. If they do this, they literally wanna destroy Real Madrid or something. I just cannot believe what I'm seeing. It just so I hope it's something that is completely untrue, but we will see. But anyways, what I was about to say. On the other hand, we have City, that is also far from the team that they were, but City, look at these guys, and they are not as City as they were, and they have 2 draws and all the wins. Look at these guys. This is not, you know, to be disrespected, you know, guys. Yes, a lot of the teams were not so good, but still, this is a big, uh, this is a big confidence boost, even if it's in a kind of illusion because you are playing against smaller teams. But it's a confidence, you know. Real Madrid does not have this kind of confidence. Real Madrid does not have a leader. Real Madrid does not have a real coach. And everything points out on City. Real Madrid have more injury problems. City have only Kovacic and Guardiola not playing. Kovacic is kind of even not a first team player. Guardiola, yes. I think most of the games he was the first team player, like 90-95%. I think in some of the games maybe he did not start, but 90% of them he sure did. So in that sense, City kinda know their team. They rotated. They have one of the best coaches there is, and Guardiola for me is just too strong in every sense for this Real Madrid. I don't give any chance to Real Madrid, especially without Mbappe. With this atmosphere they are having, completely deserved 1.35 for City to progress, and I'm going all of that on them. But in terms of goals, I literally have no idea, guys, what to give you here. I have no idea how the game gonna evolve. So I'm gonna go Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 2. But what I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna go both teams to score. I have no idea where to go, who's gonna win, or stuff like that. But what I do know is Manchester City to progress. That is what I think definitely. So guys, I gave you everything. This is the teams I expect to progress. This is the result wise what I think, and the best solutions of each game what I think is good to go. Don't forget, guys, again, to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your time. I did 30 minutes of this, but it's worth it, guys. I hope I give you the best possible 8 takes that I have. I wish you best of luck with your stuff, guys, and again, thank you for your time, and see you guys soon on the next one. Bye, guys.